Here's why maintenance on a Toyota hybrid is stupid cheap. First of all, this video is not sponsored by Toyota. I'm a Toyota owner since 2020. I had multiple units. I had a Corolla, a Camry, a Yaris, and now I have again a Camry. In the last 6 years, the main maintenance that I have done to my Toyota vehicles was just to change the oil and the filters. And in Toyota hybrid vehicles, it's mainly what you have to do, especially if you own the naturally aspirated versions. Because Toyota uses full hybrid setups, basically you have a very low fuel consumption. I managed to get 3 to 3.2 liters per 100 kilometers on my Yaris. I managed to get around 4 liters per 100 kilometers for my Toyota Corolla, which had a 1.8 engine. And I usually get between 4.6 to 5.6 in my 2.5 Camry hybrid. So fuel economy is just perfect in my opinion. Then your engine will stay clean, meaning you don't have any deposits, because Toyota uses on the dynamic force engines dual injection setups. You have both indirect injection or port injection and direct injection. If you get any carbon deposit buildups from the direct injection, the port injection will just clean the deposits. So your injection system will be clean and very reliable. I didn't hear anybody change any fuel injectors on a Toyota hybrid. Then, if we discuss about the braking system, you have a regenerative braking, which helps you regenerate or recover the kinetic energy from braking, and you can reuse that energy when you start from standstill or while the car is cruising. To put that in perspective, you save dozens of kilowatt hours each week by driving a usual full hybrid vehicle such as a Toyota. And the braking system will always be cool. It will not overheat because the regenerative braking system will do the work instead of the brakes. So if you have a cool braking system, it means that the discs are also cool and you won't have any oval discs, which means you have to replace them, or bent discs, which also come from heat, aggressive braking, or under-designed or poorly designed braking systems. So you won't have any issues with overheating your brake discs or the braking system. Then, continuing with the braking system, after 45,000 kilometers on my older Camry, I used only 1 millimeter or so from the brake pads on the front. A brand new set of brake pads has a thickness of around 11-12 millimeters, so I used like barely 10% of the brake pads after 45,000 kilometers. So brake pads on a Toyota hybrid can last between 120 and 180,000 kilometers on one set of brake pads. This means that the brake discs, if they do not rust or if they do not get blocked or damaged by time, by standing, it means that you can do 400-500,000 kilometers with one set of brake discs, which is amazing. If we compare that to any other vehicle which is a non-hybrid, especially if it's a heavy SUV, you would have to change the brake pads every 30 to 40,000 kilometers on regular driving. If you drive very aggressively, they won't last even 20,000 kilometers. And it's a big deal because that's basically 5 times less frequent, which means more money in your pocket. Also, you should change the transmission fluid for the ECVT, which is around 200-300 euros in Romania. The transmission overall is very reliable, and doing so will extend its lifespan. You also have to change every 10 years the cooling fluid and the cooling pump or the water pump, which is not that very expensive. Every 2 years you have to do the braking fluid. Also, every 60,000 kilometers you should change the spark plugs, which are iridium or long life. The battery itself lasts between 10 and 14 years, and so you have a very reliable car which can go up to 700 to 800, 900,000 kilometers with the original battery, engine and transmission. To be honest, maybe not with the original battery, but even so, if you change the battery only once, it's around 3,000 euros and it lasts for another 12 years. You don't have a turbo, you don't have a DPF, you have a GPF, but it works differently. It does not get clogged. You don't have any issues or clogging problems with that. The engine also runs cool because it uses an Atkinson cycle, which boosts efficiency but decreases performance, but you have an electric motor to compensate for the loss of performance. And generally speaking, hybrids use Atkinson cycles, especially if the engines are naturally aspirated. So Toyota focuses on reliability and low-cost maintenance on the long run. If we put all these costs on a piece of paper, we would see that we save money if we keep a Toyota for 10 years compared to keeping a BMW or a premium car for 10 years, where you have to change a turbo, a DPF, maybe some injectors, DPF sensors. You have to clean the intake because it's full of carbon buildup deposits. You get frequent oil leaks within diesel engines. Consumption may be higher if you drive the car in the city. It may be better or the same if you drive the car extra-urban or on the highway. And generally speaking, parts are more expensive on diesel vehicles compared to gasoline ones. So if you buy a brand new Toyota or a used Toyota, you can also get up to 10-year warranty in Romania. You can get up to 15-year warranty in Germany, Italy, and Spain, or 250,000 kilometers. If you want to keep the warranty, you should do your maintenance at the dealer, for which you pay on average around 300 euros for the smaller, simpler oil change, or around 400 to 500 euros for the extended, more complex oil change, including brake fluid, spark plugs, all the filters, battery filter, hybrid test, oil, and everything else. So on average, maybe you have to put 400 euros on maintenance every year for a brand new Toyota, and you have a decent fuel economy and a car that lasts basically forever. For me, it's all about peace of mind. I love having my Toyota serviced on time. I never had any issues. It's true that I bought most of my cars brand new, and I didn't give them the chance to make like hundreds of thousands of kilometers. And in the future, I may consider getting from the Camry to a Lexus. I absolutely love a Lexus, but it's a little bit pricey. For me, that's the ultimate luxury car. You get luxury, peace of mind, quietness, premium materials, low maintenance costs, high reselling value. It's reliable and it looks very good. For me, I can never purchase a Jaguar or Range Rover because you have super high maintenance costs. It depreciates like hell, and it's not very reliable, especially when it's off the warranty, when it expires. At least that's my point of view. I like having peace of mind. So these are the reasons why a Toyota hybrid has stupid cheap costs. It's simple, it's reliable, it's easy to use, it's easy to sell, it keeps its value. It's a masterpiece when it comes to maintenance costs and reliability. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.